the Wolfman. Thanks for tuning in. I'm here today to answer a question that many people always ask me, especially with YouTube comments. And that question is...
what's in the pack?
What's in the pack? So I have my pack ready for an average day hike. I'm going to slip that pack off and unload it on the ground here. And we're going to go through step by step pretty much everything that's in here. Alright, so now I have everything unpacked. I'm going to repack this right on camera here bit by bit. Now a lot of people ask me about this pack. This is a genuine Canadian military issue CAD pack backpack, and people ask me where I got it. If any of you who have been in the military, they get it by dropping it in front of you and they say, "Star Child, here's your pack." "Sir, yes sir." That's how I got my pack. So I don't know what the name is, I don't know what the brand is. It is what it is, internal frame pack with the top loading. Anyways, one of the most important things I carry, no matter what the weather is, summer, winter, is I carry a poncho. And this is a military issue poncho. You can get these at pretty much any kind of army surplus store. They're made out of kind of like a weatherized nylon material. They're really great to have. You can do all kinds of amazing things with these. Everything from building a shelter to wearing it in the rain and everything in between. So I pack that right down here at the bottom of my day pack. Now I use these kind of things on every single day hike I go, especially if I'm out hiking with students or with individuals who are paying me to go on a hike, a guided hike. So the next thing, of course, I have my phone. This is the iPhone here. I have a special pouch for it. That zips in right there in the front. The next thing I have is a shemagh. Now for those of you who aren't familiar with that, it's basically a giant square of material that you fold in half, and they're used by military forces around the world. This has all kinds of great uses. Anybody who is in Boy Scouts, they can tell you how good these things are. I can use this to cover my face. I can use this as a sling. I can use this as pretty much any number of things for emergency situations. I can use it to filter water with. All sorts of just amazing things. You can look it up on the internet for different uses of that, or see some of my other videos. All right, I have a backup knife. Now my main knife I keep strapped to my side. The reason I have it strapped to a side is simply if I become separated from my pack, I always have a knife. So this is a smaller knife. This is the Gerber Prodigy Tanto. Absolutely love this little blade. So I just pack that down here. The bottom of my pack is pretty much pack it and forget it. I try not to put anything too heavy in there because it's going to move around. It's going to like hit me in the butt, things like that. You know, and just generally make things uncomfortable. I'm going to zip that right up. Okay, so now on the side of my pack, I have two small pouches. On the one side, all I'm going to do is keep my first aid kit in that. And I have an emergency blanket as well. So in my first aid kit, and I will quickly open that up, I have my wilderness medic certification, so I carry an awful lot of stuff. I have some tick pliers because the areas where I frequent have a lot of ticks, tweezers, some burn cream, gloves, moleskin, which is a kind of band-aid, all kinds of random bandages. I have some scissors in here, and I have some providone iodine to take care of any kind of cuts and bruises. And you can add anything you want to your first aid kit. These first aid kits are specifically designed to fit in these pockets. They also have MOLLE strapping on the side. We'll go ahead here, insert that on this side. Now I always want to make sure that the pocket either has nothing on it or has a cross on it. That way, in the event that someone else needs to get at my pack, they can go ahead here, get at my first aid kit. So the other side here, I'm going to keep all of my neat junk. So again, I have a little one of these little packets here that's an emergency blanket. Throw that in there. And anything that I can fit in this side that I don't want to get inside my pack. So now I have a bit of a fire starting kit. And I keep everything in these Ziploc bags. Now I buy the heavy duty Ziploc bags simply because they're going to last a little longer. So what I have is some braided jute twine in here. Now jute twine can be used as cordage to make stuff with. You can also use it to burn. It burns really, really well. I have a pile of cotton balls in here, got all kinds of those, and some more jute twine all wrapped up. So all I do is I throw this in this bag. When I zip it up, it's going to be a little bit more waterproof than it would have normally have been if I'd have just jammed it in my pack otherwise. Let me see here. I got my paracord. Now this is clown paracord. It's an odd color. I actually happened to find this once when I was out camping, but it's good paracord. The best part is if you find it, you don't mind cutting it and using it up, right? I have a little tiny survival kit in here. You can buy these at your local hardware store. It'll have all sorts of things in here like fish hooks, stuff like that. I'm not going to open it because it's sealed from the factory. I have some deodorant in here. We're going to take the deodorant, throw it in the top. On a multi-day trip or even on a long day hike, make sure you want to keep clean and keep fresh if you have clients. This is a crank-powered battery radio. So it's crank-powered. This is by Eaton. And you can get it on the Eaton website. You can crank that if you need some power. Has a solar power at the top. LED torch down at the bottom of that. And it has AM, FM, and weather band on here. So in case I want to know what the weather is on a multi-day trip or just out for a day hike, I've got that. Usually I will keep that in my top because it's something I can quickly get at. This is the AccuSharp knife sharpener. Now, these sharpeners really aren't the best of sharpeners, but they're extremely, extremely lightweight. And if I ding my knife or my blade anytime during my day hike, I can put a quick, rough and dirty edge on this. I should go home and try to hone it out, but this is great when you've got nothing else and you're out in the field. I have a pack of matches, and I simply take those in a Ziploc bag. These are little fireproof matches, and they have they live in there just like that. So I keep them again in a waterproof container in case the pack gets saturated with water. I'll go ahead here, and I keep these in the top just so they're out of the way. Next thing I have here is some more paracord. This is Coyote or tan paracord, and this is wrapped around a really great product called Vet Wrap. Vet Wrap could potentially save your life. It's kind of like a bandage that's impregnated with latex. Fantastic product. You can get this at any kind of horse store. You can get the same sort of stuff, a human grade of it, in like stores where they sell gymnastic equipment. You can use this for everything. If you get a deep gash or a cut, you can put this stuff on you and you're going to be all right. If you get a sprained ankle, same thing. If you end up, if you're a medic and you have to help someone and to try to put a bone back together, you can put it back together, set it with this stuff. Of course, make sure you have any kind of medical training before you go out and buy this or use this. So we're going to keep this in a side pocket here out of the way. Next I have a saw, just a little Felco saw. You never know when you might need to make some firewood, cut something up. Great little tool for that. Put that in here. I have some marking tape. Now some people laugh when they see this, but if I'm in a position where I start to get a little lost or turned around, I can mark every single trail that I come across, every turn that I make with this. As well, if I want to be found and I may be lost, same thing. I can mark this on trails. Search and Rescue is going to know where I am when I have this. Really, really great product to have. This is my Spot satellite messenger. You can go onto the Spot website and learn more about them. Basically, I push the button, it sends a satellite up, signal up to satellites in space, comes down, sends a text message to my friends, either yes, I'm okay, holy crap, I'm in trouble, or oh my god, I need search and rescue. Really, really great product to have. Worth the $100 a year, by the way. Duct tape, kind of self-explanatory. Use this everything from patching wounds, patching equipment, to holding stuff together, anything that you need. Fire starter. Definitely would recommend that you have one of these with you at all times. This is a ferro rod. Done quite a few videos on these. They're inexpensive. This is a little fancier one. It was about $20. You can get them for less. No matter what the weather's like, you are going to get a spark. You are going to end up getting a fire going with this bad boy. Make sure you have at least one of them in your kit. A journal. Any of you who do anything like the Command a Naturalist training program, Coyote Learning, you're going to need a journal. I also, I'm a travel writer, so I try to keep track of all of the travels that I make. I also, if I'm doing a guided hike for profit, for logistics and legal reasons, I need to keep track of who's who and what's what. So I'll zip that in the front there. So I have these. These are pretty cool. These are baby wipes. You can get them in all sorts of different types and sizes and colors. Baby wipes are great because if you get wet or dirty, you can simply clean yourself off with them. They're really great if you're doing an overnight trip. It's kind of like having a shower. You strip down in your tent, top to bottom, all done. Really great product there. global positioning unit, really great when the batteries work on these. So I wouldn't use this as your only method of navigation, but they're really great. Now, my pack, I have a special pocket right here at the front for it. There we go. So that holds that on there. A camera. This is just because I like taking pictures. So I have a little spot right here on the side of my pack for the camera. There we are. I have some tea when I stop and I have a fire and I want to just kind of enjoy myself and relax. I take some of my tea and I'll open my tea bag up and pour it in my cup, and away I go. Although I don't have a cup today, normally I would carry one, especially for longer day hikes, anything over 6 to 8 kilometers. Pack of Ziploc bags. These are heavy-duty Ziploc freezer bags. The reason I choose the heavy-duty ones is they're a bit more tear-resistant, impact-resistant. If I have cans that I'm bringing with me with food for my lunch, pack the empty cans in here, pack them out. If I see something gooey or gross that I want to take home or anything like that, throw them in a Ziploc bag. They're slightly waterproof, although I wouldn't say they're totally waterproof. So they're really great. I just throw those right in my center of my pack right in here. Towel. I always keep a towel. You never know when you're going to get wet. You might want to sit on something that's wet. You might want to dry off a log. Any number of 1,000 reasons I could say to have a towel with you. Of course, if you fall in water, again, you dry yourself off. This is a pack cover. You can get these at most of your outdoor stores. All this basically does is go right over top of my pack like this while I'm wearing it. If it's raining out, keep some of the rain off my pack. Even if your pack is waterproof, consider a pack cover. They're extremely lightweight, they pack down really small, and it's just basically cheap insurance. You know, just cheap insurance to make sure that your pack and your equipment is going to stay dry. I have garbage bags, can always use garbage bags. Now, if I can get orange ones, it's really great in case I get lost and I need to deal with search and rescue. Orange ones are really nice and big. Helicopters can see them, but these are great. If I want to pack anything out, if I find something I need to remove, or if I need to use it as a poncho, shelter, any number of really great reasons you can find to have that. This is a little pill bottle. Inside this pill bottle, I keep little cotton balls. Again, cotton balls with your striker, a really, really great thing to have to make sure that I can always start a fire no matter how bad the conditions are. So those are fantastic. The last thing I have here, almost last thing, is my TP holder. Now, some of you guys may think you're tough guys and you don't need this. I'm sorry, but I do. This is a little waterproof mobile phone case that I got, and it holds the paper. I take a roll, I wrap it around my hand, I jam it in there. It's got a waterproof seal. Snap that bad boy right on there. It's got a bit of water resistance. I pack it in a water-resistant bag just to make sure that you don't want it to get wet. Has another feature as well. You could use this to start a fire if for some reason everything else that you have is missing. But it's a really, really great thing. Again, I always keep this on the outside. That way when I need it quick, I don't have to go digging for it. And the last thing I have is my head torch. I can just use this if it goes dark out. I have this is set to map reading. It flows opens out so it doesn't have the red lens. Make sure you always have a torch with you, even if it's daylight. You never know when you're going to be out just a little bit too long, or you're going to get a little turned around, and you're going to need one of these to navigate your way back. So this pretty much tells you everything that I have here in my pack, top to bottom. I unpacked it and repacked it. I'd like to definitely see what's in your pack. The other thing I have on the outside I did not mention is my whistle. Whistle is a very important signaling device, signaling to other people in your party, signaling to search and rescue if you need to get found. Really, really great tool. I rarely have a pack without them. Other things that I would normally do with this, the inside of my pack is essentially empty at this point. I'll just zip this up so nothing spills out. So now what would I put in here is my food for the day, stove, anything basically that I feel that I would want to take with me, coffee cup, anything like that, just to make my life more comfortable out on the trail. So so that's my pack. So my question to you is to please tell me what's in your pack. Make me a video response and upload it as a video response. Tell me what's in your pack. I'm the Wolfman. Thanks for watching. Please consider subscribing.